Okay. Fox Ridge Run by Brave Caleb. Okay, so he's definitely got some windy fairways going on here. But they're... I don't mind them because this is a driver hole anyways. Yeah, he did say that. He said I might not like it because there's just S-shapes everywhere. Zigzags, I think he called them. These aren't zigzags. Zigzags are like Niagara Falls, Canada. Boy, that's a big green. Okay, there's a lot of red on there too. Again, this idea with the beat, so like the beads going towards each other, I'm not a massive fan of, but just more than I can handle, Ryan. But yeah, I am a little bit. I'm a Twitch affiliate, so I do get some. That's right, Lucas has it. I have merch too, Ryan. I'm just out of control with this. Good day. You're not unlocked. Are you still locked down, or is that tomorrow when it gets lifted? Let's see. It's the water. Okay. Let's see what he's doing here. So the water, it kind of comes into play off the tee. It really shouldn't after that, though. I mean, it's going to now because I've said that, but... if I can carve a cut up into that wind and get it to stop. Another week? Really? Wow, I'm surprised. Because we go red tomorrow. And I thought you guys were doing way better than we were. It's the green just seems big. And I wish that water was a bit more in play. Especially for the second shot. Because then it would make it a thought as to whether you go after it or not. As it is, you just go. You don't even think twice. I gotta take more time with these putts. Yeah, I thought so. So why are you guys still locked down then? That's weird. I thought Northern Ontario was gonna be like green. Okay. Is this back-to-back par fives? Oh, that was a par 4 I just played. Holy smokes, that's a long par 4. Well, sorry, hang on. How long is that? .540-yard par 4, you say? Oh, really? That sucks, dude. So this one, just you hammer it over the bunkers, especially with the wind. Hey, Maddie. Very cool. Design League 2 is off to the races. Into the wind, I'm hoping you can carry those bunkers, otherwise I'm not sure what the tee shot is here. And then, see this, so okay, so I take back what I said last hole. That's a par 4. Okay, I don't want that water coming into play, because it's already long enough. This one, The water comes into play nicely, but a decent shot will miss it. If it's into the wind, I don't think you're... I mean, if it's into the wind, you're going to struggle to get home, which is fine. And then there's... What's this behind the green? There's a fence. What is that? Is that another tee, maybe? Could be. Yeah, you just see how much, like, see how much higher the putter comes up when it's a guy golfer. And then it's the timing window is not anywhere near as difficult as it is with the female golfer. Just strange. I don't know why they've done that. Okay. This nice little dog leg left. Kind of neat to have the city in the background there. Green's not too bad. That back pin would be rough. Gonna do those on Wednesday, Lucas. I do them on Wednesday because I don't have Lindsay here then. We don't need this. Okay. Downwind, you just blow it over there. Into the wind, I don't know. That's fine. It looks narrower than it is, or than it plays at least. That should be all over it. Oh, don't go in. Only Lucas gets those. How do you buy merch? Well, he'll be the first to do it. It's merch. What is it? Merch. Here, I'll show you. There. Interesting par 3. I like we've gotten some room. If there's a front pin, then we're not going to be very happy, but that was fast, really. Yeah, I got you there, Lucas. Oh, been doing that a lot lately, too. I mean, there's nothing about this course that is really, you know, like that I'm gonna dislike hugely, except that second hole. 540 is a bit nuts for a par 4, but and I would say maybe it's a publishing error, but there's a bunch of par 5s already, so I don't think that's what it was. I just think, I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely gone for kind of a laid-back course. Should have played right, knowing that was coming. Don't love how the green goes like that, but after this course, we've got Graham's got a bait out that he wanted me to check out, so we'll have a look at that. So then we got Biddy par 3 here, which is cool. Yeah, well, Matty knows what he's doing, so he's a good guy to be listening to. Okay, so we got a bit of a ridge here to deal with. On this length of hole, I'm fine with it. The wind hopefully is going to carry this. It's definitely going to now. Yeah. No, sorry, I knew what you meant, Axel. Is it just me? Or are the lip outs getting a bit more severe lately? No, I'm not switching the avatar again. That was a test, it's done. Okay, so this was the hole that Scoot was saying he didn't like so much. Yeah. I see where you're coming from here. So that's not OB, but where do I fit this? Okay, that's going to be in the bunker. But I'm afraid if I went any farther right, I was going to get blocked by those trees. And I don't think I was getting there in 2 anyways. So yeah, that's what I was afraid of, Scoot. I was afraid if I got too far left, or too far right, sorry, I'd be behind the tree. And I'm not loving this green either. So this isn't out of bounds. So I'm just going to lay it up onto the road over here then. Alright. Now just come right back across. It should be out of bounds, dude. Yeah, that green is, I mean, again, you could put a pin back in the left that you can't ever get to. This just feels like a little bit too much. And then the way the hill is there too, I mean the back. So there's a back left portion of this green that's more or less unusable. So then why is it there? Like it's yeah. Okay, now that I've been silly, I gotta figure out what am I gonna hit here. No, and I wasn't gonna do that, but I wanted to see if that really, like, what would happen if I went over there. I mean, if you wanted to be really cute about it, it's a way to take the water out of play. Just blast it into the city. Just as long as you don't get up against a building or something. Or caught in the fence like Scoot was saying. Yeah, that hole's just a little bit... There's just too much, like, trees and stuff in the way. But... Otherwise, I mean, this is a relatively enjoyable course. I do have a comment, though. for Caleb. I wish he was here. I mean, this course is fine. The other one I played, was it Sandpick or that Dunes one? It's fine. But then I see what he can do with that competitive course he's making. And it looks like he's put a lot more effort into that course. And I'd really like to see him do that more and have a couple of really good courses rather than a bunch of mediocre ones, or like decent. I don't love this hole, to be honest with you. I get what he's doing here with all this crap here, because it's 340, but this is just, there's no incentive to, unless I'm missing something. What's way over here? Oh, it's another green. There's really not any incentive to try to do anything on this hole, other than just punt a hybrid down here, and then it's gonna be a wedge of some kind on. This is a real life pet peeve of mine too. When I play golf in real life, where it's just, you got to hit something like that and then just flip one on, it just drives me mental. So, those trees are obscuring, or sorry, that grass is obscuring the view of the green too. It's a shame. There was a potential here to create a really cool, potentially drivable par 4, create some stuff around it to make it a dangerous shot, but yeah, it just gets kind of boring right now. That's gonna hang out there. Oh well. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad. Hey Graham, you're up next, buddy. No, I think this is the done deal. Graham's is a beta. His course is gonna be next. Okay, so again, this is another thing I noticed Caleb does a lot. If we look at his par 3s, 214, nice. 130, 122, 117. So we've got three par 3s that are quite short. I'd rather see one list length, the 200-yarder, and then two kind of in between that maybe. But again, I don't know that he was particularly looking for a lot of feedback here. He's just making a course. This is a 5. After playing that second hole, I had to check. So a bit of a dog leg to the right. Okay. That's what we red fasters call a cut. And then, like, this plays shorter than that par 4 did. I do like how he's brought the water in, though. I'd like to see the rocks lowered, because those rocks are going to keep a lot of balls out of the creek. In fact, the rocks might be wider as a hole than the creek is. I'd maybe make those rocks smaller and put them in the water itself instead of keeping them out. Yeah. I mean, distances don't matter as in and of themselves, but when there's a hole in this course. It was a 540-yard par 4 that was a driver and a 3-wood. So, but par 3s, I just don't want to play the same length hole every time is all. And that's true when I'm playing in real life. I want to use all my clubs. Okay, I read fast as the daylights out of that. Haven't really seen. Okay, that bunker there on the left is a bit. I would have done that differently. The one on the back's not so bad. The left one is just, I don't know that it needs to be that big. It's not a bad par 5. And again, he also mentioned this isn't a particularly difficult course, and it's not. And that's fine. Not every course needs to be difficult. Okay, so 3-wood would go over here if you wanted to. Driver goes up here. That's true, Scoot. Yeah, that's true. And I guess I could pay attention to the wind, but the wind can whirl around in this game a bunch too, so that's not always the best indication of the direction, but yeah, you're right. And then, see, again, we've got water here that I guess off the tee it comes into play. It really shouldn't for the second shot, even, well, this green is monstrous, wow. So you could create a really ugly pin over here where the water would come into play. This pin's just a bit on the kinder side, so it's not. Oh. Well, what if pins and what have I done to them? Like, in the elite round, I hit one and it doesn't go in. That one knocks it off the green. Yeah, I'm not digging this bunker behind the green. I don't know. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, wasn't it? It was lasered all over. It hits the pin and just takes off. YouTube suggested a B-Ritz green analysis video. I don't really want to see it that badly. Thanks, Axel, but... Okay, so then we get 512. What is it on the card? Because this one's into the wind, too. 520. I mean, in this game, that's playable. We've been given plenty of room. Oh yeah, absolutely right. I love me a good B-Ritz. I'm at the point now where if I see one, I just say, okay, just heads up, I can't stand B-Ritzes, so this isn't a criticism of you. I just don't like them. So this is a hole where, I mean, the difficulty lies in the fact it's long, basically. But that's 2 par 4s now where I've had to hit 3-wood in. So I think that's one thing Caleb gets into a bit of a trap of, is his holes kind of seem to be similar at times. Well, that makes up for the pin. Feelings on big greens. I think it depends. I've seen some big pins that make sense, or big greens, sorry, that make sense because it gives you better options for pins and stuff. But there is also a bit of an idea that, I mean, they have their general rule where what is it that Canuck always recommends, and the other guys too? When you trace the around the green, the circumference there's a circumference to go for as kind of a general rule to start out by. Like this green's small, but it's a bitty par 3, so that makes sense. And then he's really cut it here. I think that might be a bit much, but now, I was thinking 80 to 120, but I wasn't sure if that was what it was. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, and to me that's a starting point, right? That's just, if you're not too sure, then go with that. But I mean, I've seen holes that have had greens that you would typically think are too big that work fantastic, and I've seen greens that are smaller than you think they should be, and they've worked fantastic too. Links are big, yeah. I was just about to say, links typically are bigger. But they kind of need to be because you're running the ball in, right? You're not able to just stick one. The one that I always get bothered by is the 190-yard shot where the pin is 10 feet on the green and there's no run up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you look so. For me, what I would, if I designed, I don't, but if I did, I would look at what kind of shot am I designing this green to receive, right? So the hole is of this length, here's the type of second shot I'm expecting to come in here, and then I would design my green based on that. So that's why a shorter par 3, you can have a smaller green because you're expecting a wedge. Par 5s, you have a little bit more liberty with them because you can say, well, I'm going to make it small because it's going to be, it's a third shot. It's going to be a short third shot, or it's going to be challenging to hit it in 2 because it should require a good shot to be on close to a hole in 2. I mean, you could argue it should require a good shot to get on a green in 2, but I mean, the other thing about green size is what's around the green. Like, if it's a small green and I have to fly it on the green, I better need to be hitting a short shot, right? I need room. So yeah, I don't have a hard and fast rule. As long as the approach shot makes sense, as long as there's room and options to be able to play a shot, then I think that's more important than the actual green size of the green. Ooh, this is narrow. Is that tree going to be a problem? Might be. That's really narrow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that works, Axel, right? So I've played some longer holes where, yeah, if you take driver at it, you can get there, but you might leave yourself a 100-foot putt, and you might have been better off laying up. So you can sometimes use it as a way to try to kind of trick somebody into going for it. What did we shoot there? Anyways, I lost track. It's got to be close to 60. 61. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent little course. For Caleb, I really would like to see, instead of cranking out a bunch of courses, pick one, focus on it, and make it great. I think that would be neat. I think it would be better than having this and that other course. But, you know what? At the end of the day, do you.